It is currently 1 a.m. as we film this because we are so jet lagged from Korea. I don't think I've seen the sun with my own 2 eyes in the past 48 hours. I don't even know if she exists. My sleep schedule is so lopsided. It doesn't even make any sense. At this point, I want to just go back to Korea because I'm like, I don't foresee a future where I'm not going to be jet lagged. Anyway, let's talk about my very favorite book talk couple that probably don't read the same books that I do. They probably read like MIT level books. But here we are. We're talking about Ming-Shi and Mario Ho. Oof. Do you guys remember where we left off on the first episode? If you haven't watched it, you have to go watch it because it's like the inception of their relationship, their very bizarre relationship that I fully support. And I think it's like a meet cute. However, in the... Ooh, a tattooed arm just helped me fix my microphone, and that was hot. I'm horned up, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so in the first episode, at the very end, we were yip-yapping about how, there was a girl with voluptuous curves, and she was leaning over and she was putting her boobies in his face. They took a picture together. She asked for his WeChat and he gave it to her. He gave her his fucking WeChat. That's the most incorrect answer Mario gave because he gives the WeChat. He tells her he might be free later tonight, and Ming-Shi is watching this all unfold because they're on a date while this is happening. A recorded date, and the producers are messy little thoughts, and they're like, hey Ming-Shi, you want to see something funny? She did not find this funny at all, not even remotely. I don't know what they were thinking. So then she goes back out there. I don't know if he just thought she was taking the world's longest poop, but she gets back out there and she's playing it chill. She's like, I'm not even gonna ask him or tell him what I saw. I'm just gonna wait for him to tell me if something happened. Guess what? He doesn't. And I was just thinking, like the whole time I'm watching this unfold, it's like the book talk books where it's like, I don't know how he's gonna come back from this. Like there's no way. So then he tells her about one of the last dates they were on is, remember the Coke date? Not the cocaine, the Diet Coke. The Coke date, yeah. And so she was upset that the older guy she was also on a date with, because that's the whole premise of the show. It's not like she's just dating random people for fun, is dating an older guy and dating a younger guy. Mario's the younger guy. And they had this weird third wheel date situation, except we don't know who the third wheel is. And they were doing punishments and she was guarding the elder guy from drinking Diet Coke. And Mario's like, what the fuck is wrong with Diet Coke? He's not going to die from drinking Diet Coke. Just take the shot of Diet Coke. He's getting upset. And he explains on this date that he was really unhappy about that date. And he said, at that moment, I realized I really cared about you. Ming-Shi is like, okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I saw you do, is care about me to that little girl that was just asking for your WeChat. And that's when Mario tells her, by the way, that girl you saw? What? And it's like, how did you know that she saw that girl? And he goes, I hired her. Okay? He hired the girl.
The girl just asked for his WeChat?
Yes.
This was a setup by him?
This was a setup by him.
Bro!
This was a setup by him. Like, you know when girls say they want their man yearning, okay? Earning. They're earning the yearning, okay? Jealous. Obsessed.
Wait.
Yeah.
He's trying to get her jealous?
Yes. He wanted to see... Like, because on that date that he was getting jealous of the older guy, that's when he realized he really liked her.
Oh, he wants to see if she will care.
Yes.
I mean, my God.
This is where I'm confused.
What I'm saying.
This is where I'm so confused. Because, like, in my mind, in real life, this is low-key kind of toxic, okay? but he's also, like, a billionaire heir. So he's kind of, like, not a real person in my mind. He's, like, a book person in my mind where I'm like, no, I support it.
But for the TV show...
Yeah.
Whoa, this is the most big brain shit I've ever seen.
I know. He hired a woman to come flirt with him to see if his crush would be bothered. I'm sorry. Did we just unlock a new trope? Because I hate other women tropes, but this is not really an other woman trope. This is like a paid other woman trope. Oh, yeah.
Wait. And what's Ming-Shi's reaction?
She's just so confused. And then he like brings up the fact that he already told a director about it. Like they had planned it. It was in the works, and they play the footage to show that he's not just like making shit up after the fact because he feels like he got caught. Like this was planned to the T. Casino tycoon hires girl on date to make supermodel girlfriend jealous. Like, how is this real? How is this real right now? Okay. And then he said, yeah, and I knew that you were watching The Girl and Me because the director and I set it up. And she's just like, oh. I think she's also trying to figure out if this is romantic or toxic. And then he's like, I just wanted to see how you would react if you saw me being close with another girl. She's like terrified, angry, and amused all at once. And you can see her go through the distinct emotions. It's not even like a complicated, it's like one by one by one. And then she's like just kind of confused. Then she's like, I took a picture of you guys on the like screen that I saw you, and I was gonna send it to your sister, Sabrina. And then he was like, anyway, jokes aside, I really want to know how you feel, because if you don't even feel a little bothered, you can tell me. So he's like, I need to know. So if that means like you don't really like me at all, then so be it. Just let me know. And she starts like fidgeting with her bag.
Oh,
and she
shit.
obviously cares, but maybe it's too early on, or maybe it's the fact that they're on TV right now, but she doesn't tell him she was bothered. She just admits like it was weird because she kept coming up with excuses in her mind to make this situation make sense for her, but then she's never done that for anybody else. So she did feel like that was weird. So like for anyone else, she would have been like, okay, loser, bye. But then she was just trying to wrap her mind around it and be like, well, maybe he was trying to be nice. Like she was just kind of confused.
Wow.
Because I guess it's so against how he is.
Yeah.
You know? And then she's like, it was weird. And then he like presents this scroll, like an ancient Chinese scroll. And I'm like, is that a fucking historical artifact? Put it back, okay? But it's not. It's not. He had written this long before. And then she's like, well, what did you write on the scroll? And it says, hi. Hi, Mingxi. Actually, I wanted to see if you would care about me when you saw me with someone else. Please don't be mad at me. That's what the scroll says. And she just looks so confused. And she just hits him with I still think it's really weird. And he's like, why? He's so confused. Like, what do you mean? What's weird about hiring people to do bullshit? Like, I do that all the time, he says, okay? And she's like, I just never imagined I would go on dates with someone like you. I really think you're super unrealistic. I'm a very realistic, pragmatic person. And going on dates with you feels like being with an alien.
She said that?
Yeah.
Well,
and
welcome to the billionaire life, baby.
Yes. And you would think a lot of billionaires would be like, alien? Me? You're just too broke to understand. Or I don't know, okay? But instead of thinking this is like a big, troublesome, burdensome obstacle to get through, he is like, oh, well, maybe I can make an alien feel less alien-y. What are some things you like to do? And then she's like, okay, I guess, she's like trying to think, and she's like thinking, and she's smiling as she's thinking. It's really cute, and you can see Mario fall in love with her so much more. I just love them, okay? And she's like, well, I like to go eat street food. I like lining up at the street and buying boba. I like going to the market to buy groceries. And he's like, let's go.
I actually have never done any of that before. Sounds like a venture.
He's like, let's fucking go, okay? He's like, I mean, I want to get rid of this distance between us. And if you think I can step up by going to the market, let me step up by going to the market.
This really kind of sounds like a book.
I know.
Is this giving like book talk?
It was giving book talk. It's a PG book talk book.
Right. It's
I couldn't feel the sexual chemistry that I normally feel in my book talk billionaire books, you know?
What is this called?
Yeah.
Closed doors? Outside doors? What is it?
He was like, wait, so every book out there has like sex? And I was like, huh? And he goes, like every book you read has sex? And I'm like, no, some of them are closed door. And he's like, what does that mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So this one's closed door.
Yeah, no, but like beyond closed door. This is like true romance. It's more like a rom-com.
Rom-com, yeah.
But like with a splash of dark romance that is confusing and like doesn't really match, but like is there. And so I get confused.
Okay.
And he's like, let me take you to the grocery store. And then I'm going to cook you food from the grocery store. Okay, so they go to the wet market. You can just tell, you know, when you can tell someone is out of their element?
Okay.
That's how he looks at the wet market. I didn't know someone could be out of their element at the wet market, but he is. Which, by the way, these types of markets for like your farmer's market, but they call them wet markets because the floor is always a little wet for some reason. It's like not.
I don't think you ever been to one. Have you?
I've been to like American wet markets.
No, you have not.
I went to the Korean.
Yeah, maybe the one
Fish
like
markets.
in Jeju Island, a little bit
Yeah.
closer, but not like these.
Oh.
And it has a smell, you know, it usually smells like fish and, you know, it's very loud, very wet, puddles of water.
Where's the water coming from? Ice?
Yeah, just fish,
I see.
water, veggie. Like
I
it's-
see. But maybe is it akin to a farmer's market?
This is what supermarket is to me,
I see.
right? Instead
I
of
see.
Walmart, this is
I see.
the market.
So they end up at the wet market. I was going to say Walmart all of a sudden. They end up at the wet market. Nothing's boxed or labeled. So again, it's just like rows of veggies and they're just shopping. And you go to the stall, you pick out what you want. And apparently the method of it is you hand it to the owner of the stall and they weigh it. Everything is by weight. And then they price accordingly and they tell you the price, right?
Yeah.
Now, Mario goes there and he looks like a lost dog. Mingxi asks the lady if they have scallions. And the lady's like, let me check if I've got some scallions, aka green onions, right? She whips out a huge stock of scallions. They look like leeks. These are the biggest scallions I've ever seen in my goddamn life, okay? Shows it to her. But immediately, Mario is putting two and two together in his MIT brain. He's like, wow, you guys are really dumb. Why did she go and get you fresh scallions from the back when she's got scallions right here? And he points to it and he's like, wait, these are scallions. And he's pointing at fucking celery. And like, I
No
really
way.
was not expecting this.
Actual celery?
Actual celery. Actual celery. I don't even know if this is a rich problem or like a what problem, but like, what do you mean that's scallion? I guess he's only ever had scallion like sprinkled on his chef-made Michelin star dishes. He's never even seen a scallion in its natural
unprocessed.
form.
Yeah.
And they're looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's just long and green. What are you talking about? And she's like, bro, that's celery. And he goes, oh. So then the stall lady is so tapped up, probably frustrated. She gives him like a lesson on all the vegetables. And this is like probably the most bizarre customer that she's had all day. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean that's celery? That's spinach. Stop calling that scallion. You can't just call everything green scallion. And he's like, what's the difference? They're all long green strips. Then they go to a new stall and they buy ginger, which is 2 yuan.
30 cents.
So they get a thing of ginger and Mingxi is like, how is this 2 yuan? The prices have gone up. In my memory, they were only supposed to be like a few cents, like 30 cents. Like, this is freaking crazy. This tiny little small piece of ginger is 2 yen.
She's also out of touch.
Yeah. And so she's really confused. So it's like one out of touch person talking to an even more out of touch
Yeah.
person. And then Mario is looking and he looks like, what the f is 2 renminbi is basically what he's thinking in his mind. He's like, I didn't even know they made bills that small, okay? And he's like, what are you talking about? That's already so cheap. Like, what else do you want for that
Wait,
price?
he said that?
Yes.
It's already so cheap?
Yeah, and then he's like, by the way, everything at this market is 2 yen, 2 yen, 2 yen. Everything is 2, okay?
He said that?
Yes. And then he's like, let me just watch, okay? So I'm getting heated, okay? And then he's like, just watch. I'm going to ask this lady. He points to something. And then he's like, how much is that food? And then she goes, 2 yen.
Wait, he's very quickly figuring out the system.
So everyone is just like, Mingxi is like, wait a fucking minute. And like, who's getting scammed by who? Who is teaching who? It doesn't make any sense. And he's like, see, I told you. So then eventually they're done torturing this other poor lady and they go to another store to torture somebody else. And they're here to buy some corn. Mario points in the generic area of the corn. He's like, how much is the corn? Right? Now remember, what does that mean? Like, you want all the corn? You want 1 corn? You want 3 corn? Like, what do you mean, how much is the corn, right?
Yeah.
And the lady at the stall is like, you haven't even weighed it yet. And he goes, 5.5 feet. And everyone goes, what? Like, no one understands. So he's not very good at Mandarin. So either A, these are the options. This is a multiple choice test. Either A, he thinks the lady asked, how tall are you? And he said 5.5 feet. 5'5", okay?
Wait, he's short, right?
He's a short king.
He's a short king.
They call
so
him-
Minxi is like taller than him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's like, but he's not giving Tom Holland. Like Tom Holland, I've seen the edits. I've seen the edits where like he just be punching people to get rid of them so Zendaya can walk through, and it's just giving like that man is 7 feet tall. No, he's short. Like he is giving short too. Like when he kisses Ming-Chi, like he grabs her by the face and then pulls her down. And then
Damn.
okay, so either
man.
A, he thought the stall lady is asking for his height, or B,
5.5 feet, huh?
he didn't know that corn is by weight, so he thought it's by like the length of stalk or something. So he just whipped out an answer he thought would fly. Like when you don't really know what you're talking about, but you try your best. Yeah. Or C, we don't know what else this could be, okay? So he says 5'5", and both of the ladies, okay, so Ming-Chi and the stall lady are looking at him like, what just happened? Ming-Chi is like, no, she said you haven't weighed it yet. And then all of a sudden, the stall lady and Mario decide Ming-Chi is the middle person. And they both actively start complaining about the other party to Ming-Chi. So the stall lady is like, what is wrong with this guy? Has he never bought corn in his life? And then Mario's looking at Ming-Chi and being like, well, it's her accent. I can't understand her accent. What's her accent? And Ming-Chi's just in the middle like, what the fuck is happening right now? Just get the corn. So after making another lady speechless, the two of them decide to also get some tofu, right? And so Ming-Chi is like, let's get some tofu. And he's like, sure. He goes to the stall lady, hi, can I please have tofu? Like, when it's how much tofu do you want? You can't just say, hi, can I get tofu? What do you mean? Yeah. But then Ming-Chi is like, wait, actually, I want to get some bean curd knots instead, right? So then he's like, okay, can we get bean curd knots? What are bean curd knots?
At this point, he should just be like, you know what? Can I just buy this whole market?
Yes.
and then you just pick what you need? How much is it? I'll wire it.
Buy out all the stalls.
Right?
Because he's like, this is taking so long.
Crazy.
This is so exhausting. And so he's like, what are bean curds? And the internet fucking rolled over on their back and said, this is the type of man I need in my life. Buy first, ask questions later. When your wife says they want something, they're not married at this point, but when she wants something, buy first, ask questions later, okay? I mean, everyone's just so entertained by all of this. And you know how people have a honeymoon phase and like a get to know each other phase, but even 10 years later, they're still in that phase.
Oh, this was from 10 years ago?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, and they're still on reality shows to this day, and it's still the same energy, and it's you know, a lot of people are more realistic about it, and they say they think that they're soulmates for sure, right? But it also helps that Mario thinks normal people things are like the most mind-blowing things. And so anytime Ming-Chi says anything that only a normal person can relate to, he feels like she's rewriting history. Like she is putting together the universe brick by brick and is like explaining concepts to him that he's never heard of. Like anyone around him has never bought a bus ticket before. And so when she does it, oh my God, there's a hilarious thing later where this is later when they're married, but Ming-Chi, I'm gonna go in depth later, but she's like sharing a really nice childhood story that she fondly remembers, and he's looking at her with pity. Like, oh, poor girl grew up so poor. And it's just like not even poor. It's just the most ridiculous thing ever.
Oh man.
Like he's looking at her like, my wife has been through hell and back but is so strong despite all odds. And it does seem like Ming-Chi grew up from a wealthy family in Shanghai, so it like doesn't apply. But you know, a lot of people also think that Ming-Chi is kind of weird, like in a good way, because you know how Mario be asking weird questions? At the next stall, people are like, oh, this is why they're perfect for each other, because one of the sales lady, the stall lady, is like, hey, you can cook this with soup, and she's pointing at, you know, what she's selling. And Ming-Chi goes, you guys are closed? Huh? And everyone's like, what? And the lady is like, I said you can cook this with soup. And she's like basically giving her like, clearly I'm not closed if I'm trying to sell you vegetables. Why would I just tell you I'm closed? And then Ming-Chi goes, so you can sell me these right now? And then she's like, yes, I can sell you those. And then she's like, how much is it? The lady says, 2 yuan. And the two of them just start fucking cackling like little school children. And the lady is so sick of them. She's like, are you going to buy or not? Get it together.
2 yuan.
So they're just like dying laughing, and everyone is like, this is such bizarre energy. And like, you have to remember, in a lot of dating shows, like especially in Asia, I mean, you guys have probably watched Singles Inferno. There's a certain level of goofiness that's expected, but it's not a lot of goofiness. It's usually like a lot of like unspoken tension and like being polite and cordial. And then they're just like being two bozos in a wet market, and everyone is obsessed. Like, it's so good.
This is something I've never seen before.
And it's like the fact that she's a supermodel, he's a billionaire, and then in reality, they're just fucking goofballs. It's crazy.
Exactly.
So then they buy, because he doesn't have any salt, pepper, vinegar, like basic cooking supplies that everyone has in their house because he's never cooked a day in his life. So they buy a bunch of that. And at some point, Mingxi is like, do you even have like cooking oil in your house? And he goes, I have some on my face. Do you want some? And he's like trying to show how oily his face is. And she's like, I don't know what to do with this. And she just goes, but you have oil though. And he's like, we do. Whoever we is. Okay, it's like his staff. I don't believe you. And he's like, okay, then let's just buy one if it makes you happy. And everyone's like, great. No, I love men like this, okay? What do you mean? So then they go back to his house with all of this food that they just bought. And he's like, I'm going to cook you the most spectacular
Wait, it's
meal.
actually his house?
I think
Like
it's
a
like
apartment?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Which, by the way, the live comments and all of this... No, I think it's like one of his homes because he mainly lives in Macau, but this is filming in Shanghai, I think. So he, the live comments and all of this are people cackling about the fact that like, oh my God, he didn't know the difference between scallion and celery. And then someone commented and it went viral. The viral comment is, we're all laughing. He doesn't know the difference between celery and scallions. He's laughing at you for not knowing the difference between Hermes and Chanel. And then everyone said, oh. Okay. People say, turns out the CEO in novels actually exists in real life. People say that him being on this show, he's actually probably living the worst life, the quality of life he's ever lived in his entire life is on this show.
to go to the supermarket.
Yes. Mario, and it's always like screenshots of Mario looking confused. And like the caption is always, I've never seen so much garbage in my life. And it's just him at a wet market.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I just saw a TikTok. They're saying like life is all about ordering garbage online and then wake up in the morning checking if your garbage has arrived yet. If these garbages give you something to look forward to, then they're not garbage.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
Yeah.
And Mario's looking at everyone just shaking his head at the garbage.
He's like, if this garbage makes her happy, it's not garbage.
I buy all.
Yeah.
So he goes home and he's like, I am going to make rib soup with winter melon. Is this what every Chinese man makes for their... The amount of times you've made me rib soup with winter melon.
It's so good. It's like something you can't fail. Guys,
see?
winter melon and some ribs. Just throw that into a pot.
It got to the point where I couldn't eat rib soup and winter melon for a long time because I had eaten it so frequently. And he also was like, I'm going to make her rib soup and winter melon.
Oh my gosh, should I make you some?
Actually, yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be nice. Okay. So then he's like, I'm going to make her rib soup and winter melon, tomato egg, and century egg tofu. If you're not Chinese, all of this sounds really complicated. But I mean, I don't know about the others. I'm sure rib soup and winter melon is the most complicated thing you've ever created. However, tomato egg is super simple. Like you're talking about scrambled eggs with some tomato. Like you make that because you don't really have anything else to eat or you don't want to eat anything else. It's just like one of those easy foods. Mingxi leaves to let him cook in peace. And all of a sudden, you see him like he's in a science lab. He's got 2 phones. I don't know where he whipped out 2 phones. He's doing math on both. He's like calculating shit. He's looking up recipes. He's like really going in on it. He's like, what is happening right now? Okay, so he's looking at different recipes on 2 different phones. which normally people don't follow the recipe like that. When people say 1 clove of garlic, yeah. Do I add 5? Absolutely, because what if the one gets lost? He's not doing any of this. He's like not eyeballing anything. He is 100% determined to stick to the recipe. The recipe tells him wash ribs for 2 minutes. He sets a timer for 2 minutes. He's washing the ribs for exactly 2 minutes. Then it asks him to add 1,500 milliliters of water. He goes, okay, 4 liters equals 4,000 milliliters. So 1,500 milliliters is about 37.5% of this 4-liter bottle. So then he looks at this jug of water and he eyeballs 37.5%, adds that into the recipe, and people are like, what the fuck is happening with this science student? What is he doing? Okay. And then it cuts to Ming-Shi, who was talking about him previously and was like, I think he studied like math or something. And then it's just him like doing hella math in the kitchen, like just foaming at the mouth, doing hella math, okay? It tells him to add goji berries. He has to ask the producer what that is. And like, this is a really common thing that people in China eat, goji berries. Like, you just put it in hot water and you drink goji berry water, okay? And then he's like, oh, they're like, goji berry. Oh, that's like the long, like, white thing, right? And they're like, no, not at all. It's a red berry. But he's like, it's fine. It's fine. And then things get worse as he starts making the tomato egg. Okay, this is like one of the first recipes you learn as a young Chinese chef. I'm talking like 10 years old, you might be making tomato egg. He got the tomatoes. He opens the egg carton, okay? And then he picks out 2 eggs.
I've seen this clip.
And you would think, see, this is what I would think, right? Like a normal person, we're not rich enough to understand, because a normal person would go, oh yeah, like, so the difficulty is going to be, do you crack the egg, scramble it? How long do you cook the egg? Do you add water to the egg? Do you add milk to the egg, right? He's looking at the egg and he looks really befuddled. So then he picks up his phone. He's like, where's my phone? Okay, he's got 2 phones. He finds one of them and he calls his friend and he says, hey, I'm gonna ask you something really weird.
Was it Jackson Wang?
Oh my God, I think it might have been.
It might be Jackson Wang.
It might be, because the answer is very Jackson Wang.
Okay, I think he called Jackson Wang to ask about how to cook eggs.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, I'm gonna ask you something really weird. You know, I want to make tomato eggs. Should my eggs be skin color or white? It should be skin color, right? Now, this is such a non-relatable struggle. Like, what do you mean? I mean, I guess I didn't even think about that, because you just see eggs, right? And then there's white eggs. Sometimes you get like the really cool pale eggs, or like the heirloom blue eggs. Those are super fancy, okay? Or the brown eggs. They're just eggs and like the color doesn't matter. But now that I think about it, if you did show an alien, they'd be like, what's the difference in the color? Now that I think about it, I'm like, holy shit, that makes so much sense, right? And also the fact that he doesn't call it a brown egg, he calls it a skin-colored egg. It's just like also a very bizarre description.
Very accurate.
Yeah, very accurate. Now, birds of a feather flock together, right? The person on the other line, we suspect to be Jackson Wang, but we don't know, okay? Just defaming him, okay? He goes, skin colored. Yeah, it's the skin colored one. And he's like, right, the skin colored one. This is the blind leading the blind, leading the blind. Netizens are saying his friend doesn't even know. But more importantly, his friend is still trying to fake it. Okay, this is crazy. And then people are like, I guess there's not just one person like this in real life. There are many rich people like this in real life. All their friends are like this. They've never made or seen eggs in person, or I guess even online. What's going on with their algorithms? They've never even seen one egg cooking tutorial on TikTok. I mean, I guess because you can't really look up what color egg you use. The recipe's not going to tell you. So he asked his friend.
That is true, though. Like, I can imagine he probably has never seen a raw egg in his life. When would he actually see an egg? Think about that.
A boiled egg?
He never cooks.
So you think like if he gets a boiled egg, he just assumes all boiled eggs are skin colored.
Yeah.
Or like all boiled eggs are white.
Yeah, think about that.
That's interesting.
He actually has never seen one.
That's so interesting. And then his next question after he hangs up, to himself mainly, is how many eggs does he use? So he's like, this is very strange to me. This is the part that I fear the most, because why did I even buy so many eggs? So now he has to crack the egg, put it in a bowl and stir it. He cracks one single egg and he says, I think this is fine. This is fine. One singular egg, okay? And then he also starts going on a rant. And then he's like, you know, who would think? And this is like such a, either you've got to be high, which he's not, okay? But the only other explanation for this type of question is like, genuinely, this is your first time thinking it because you never see eggs, okay? He goes, you know, who would have thought? The first human, how did they realize that when chickens birth something, we would need to crack it in a bowl and then cook it?
I said the same thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
No, my thing is just like,
Yeah.
what did chicken ever...
yeah. Would do to us every
Like,
time
we came out with like 50,000 ways to eat their potential offsprings? Like, what? Like, there's like a billion ways to cook eggs, and eggs only.
Every time he sees, like, I'll be scrolling on TikTok in bed and I come across one of those like chicken coop videos where they take the eggs every morning. He's like, what did they ever do to us? He's just so confused about the eggs. And so he goes on this little like mini rant about the eggs and humans and discovering eggs. And then he moves on to cooking the century egg tofu. And he's just like, why does she like to eat such weird things? Why? It doesn't make sense. So he finishes all the dishes before Ming-Shi comes home. She walks in, sees everything, and is pleasantly surprised. Oh, yeah.
How did it look?
Not good. Not good. He put the tomato egg in like a heart shape. He got her a warm glass of milk. I mean, it did not look appetizing, but she's so sweet. She's like, it's actually really good. It's so good. And she said that it's so nice to come home from work and have like a home cooked meal. It's so nice. And she's never really had people do this for her. And the effort that he put in is moving. And towards the end, he asks her, do you think your relationship, your distance from the alien has gotten closer? And she's like, yeah.
That's so crazy. There's so many of these dating shows, and everyone goes on there, and nothing really happens afterwards. But out of these two, a supermodel and a billionaire, they actually found something real. That's so rare.
This is you're gonna die because it gets so much better. Okay.
Okay.
So mid filming, they had to take a break from filming, and Mario actually knew about Ming-Shi before her Victoria's Secret fall. So this is like where the rumors started, right? But she actually fell in the midst of filming this.
She what?
She fell in the midst of filming this. So they took like a week or two break from filming. She did the Victoria's Secret fashion show in Shanghai.
Oh, that fashion show was happening in the middle of this show?
Yes.
Oh my
She
God.
fell, okay? And then they go back to filming this show. You can tell the very next date, she looks like just kind of down. She's not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but like, of course she feels a little down, okay? So they go on a date and he's showing her around Macau. They go to Macau. He's showing her where he grew up, which is inside one of the casinos where they have a residence upstairs. And she just looks down, but he's like slowly he's just cracking jokes the whole time. He's being very personal, showing like, you know, pictures of his cousin, pictures of family members that he's really close with. He's finally like, well, let's go up. So the Macau Tower is like one of the tallest buildings in Macau, and it has this bungee jumping that you can do at the top. So she's like, I can go up with you? Like, I don't know, right? And she's like explaining, I have a really bad fear of heights, like really bad, okay? And he's like, no, but like we have this bungee jumping thing. He convinces her that she doesn't have to bungee jump. He's going to bungee jump and she can just watch. So they get up there and he's getting strapped up to bungee jump and she's just trying to convince him like, maybe you don't have to, maybe don't do this. Like, this is not a good idea. She's getting so nervous. This is, I think, like a 800-foot drop. Mm-hmm. So it's like a kind of very scary and she's genuinely worried, but he's determined. And he's like, well, why don't you come closer and you can watch me jump? Which this feels like a really random date. Now, obviously, this is like a new bungee attraction. They want to promote it for this show. But more importantly, Mario says, this is like in his confessional later, the reason I brought her here is that I know she's afraid of heights. I also want to send her another message that there will be many moments in life and sometimes you just have to go through them talking about the Victoria's Secret fall, and is saying, but if you can't, you can always find someone to go through them with you. But you still have to face the challenges. You also don't have to go through all the obstacles alone. Like, I hope that she knows if she faces anything that's difficult, I can be there with her and go through it with her. So he straps up for the bungee jump, and she's just like, it's so scary. And he keeps telling her, like, I'm telling you, after taking this step, you're going to be able to get over it. So he's not trying to get her to bungee jump. He's just trying to get her near the platform. Like, she's all safety geared up near the platform so she can watch him jump. And then he's like, you can just let go of the railing. It's okay. Like, you're not going to fall. You're on a huge platform. He's holding his hand out to her, trying to get her over to cross the section. And it's like his way of telling her she can get over falling on stage. It was like this really deep moment. It was so sweet because he tries to get her to realize these things without telling her straight up about it or asking her or comforting her about the fall. But it's very clear what he's doing. And she's like, but why do you want me to watch you jump? And he's like, you can't just hold on to the railing for everything. After watching once, you'll never be scared again. So just watch me jump. And so he sees her hesitating and he's like, please just give me your hand. She gives him her hand and she crosses over to the side of the platform. He's like holding her wrist to show her she's safe and like complimenting her on the courage of crossing over. I'm gonna die. And he says, like, this moment is so nice. He wants to bungee jump facing her. So his back is to the jumping platform and he just wants to fall back as he bungee jumps.
Damn.
And they're like holding hands.
Damn.
I know, it's like a book talk.
This guy is...
It's so good.
Wow.
And so the employees are latching him on to all the extra safety harnesses and he's like reaching out his hand to Mingxi. She's just naturally holding his hand, which is like a big deal. And she's like, are you okay? Are you gonna be okay? Are you okay? And he tells her, I'm gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna cry. No, why the fuck am I crying over a billionaire love story? That's what? And then she's like hesitant to let him go. And he's like, we have to let go now. We have to let go now. It's okay. And like, she looked like she was about to cry. And then he jumps. He's like fully committed. He maintained eye contact with her. He didn't close his eyes as he's jumping. And he also screamed her name while he was jumping. Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
This is
He
wow.
screamed, Mingxi, it's going to be okay. And he fell down. And they were just looking at each other. What the fuck? I'm crying over a guy who's too rich to know the difference between celery and scallions. Get a grip, Stephanie, okay? Oh, it's so cute. And after this, their relationship, you can tell there's a huge shift and it just collectively raised every single girl's standard for dating. So good. So then after that, they decide that they're going to go on a date in the town of Macau, the city of Macau. And he's never ridden public transit, but he wants to do everything Mingxi wants to do. So he's basically like cosplaying at this point of not having money. So he's riding public transit for the first time. He also tells her that he's only going to spend 100 Hong Kong dollars on this date with her today. I don't know how much USD that is.
That's $12.
So he's like, I just want you to feel like I'm not an alien. Like, I don't want to give you an unrealistic date that you're not going to like. I want to give you the type of date that you like. So they go on public transit. And he's asking, like, have you been here? Have you been there? Like, he just tells her, oh, there's this really cute part where he's, like, trying to tell her, do you want to go see this landmark? Do you want to go do this? Do you want to go do that? And then she lets it slip. And then she says, I don't think it really matters. Like, we can go wherever. It doesn't really matter. Which was giving, like, it doesn't matter as long as we're together. And everyone was like, oh, she's falling too. Like, everybody's falling. It's so cute. And so they start eating street food, but they don't have a lot of money. Right? They don't have a lot of money. So they go near the cafes, the little street carts, and people are lining up for boba. People are lining up for this, that, and the third. And he's just like, damn, I don't know how to budget my money. So he's like suddenly very focused on that. He's like, if we eat around here, it would probably be cheaper because I know this road does a lot of free samples. So then she's like, okay, that's really good. Like, she just looks so excited. And he just looks kind of embarrassed that he uttered the words free samples. Like, he looks genuinely embarrassed, okay? Like, he hangs his head. He's like, free samples. And that doesn't stop him from helping Mingxi get all the free samples, okay? Sometimes the samples are so good, Mingxi will just point. That's her way of saying, like, get me another one, bitch, okay? And then he'll just be like, actually, ma'am, could I try another one? And, like, these are not Costco food stalls where they're like, yeah, of course. Usually the food owner is like, buy something, right? So it's, like, kind of a lot to ask. But also, you have to imagine they're in Macau. Everybody probably knows him as, like, the Prince of Macau. And so all the street food owners are just like, what is happening right now? I'm so confused. Imagine Jeff Bezos taking Lauren Sanchez on a date and he's just like hustling you for free samples, which honestly I think he would do, but not in a cute way, okay? He's just hustling you. And you're like, damn, buy something, okay? So that every time they pass a stall, he grabs one for her, hands it to her, then pretends he's grabbing another one for him, and he kind of 눈치봐s her, and if she likes it, he gives it to her because he knows she's gonna want another one. Oh, and Mingxi looks so happy and so proud every time he does that. It's just so cute, okay? And as they're walking, they stop in front of a pork jerky shop, and the owner is telling them that it's 2 pork jerkies for 100 Hong Kong dollars. But they only had 100 Hong Kong dollars for the whole day. And so Mingxi looks disappointed, and so does Mario. But she tells him, it's okay. Let's come back and buy it when we have money.
They're very serious with this role playing.
And she said, let's come back and buy it when we have money. And Mario, dramatically in front of the whole line of people, in front of the whole store, he says, let me tell you something, Mingxi. One day when I make a lot of money, I promise you that I will buy you however many bags of pork jerky your heart desires.
No, that's too much.
It's too much. But the editors went in. They do a freeze frame of Mingxi and they do raining pork jerky, but they make sure the pork jerky falling from the sky is the sample size and not the full size. Okay? And she's just nodding at him like, okay, one day. Like as if he can't just buy the whole store. Then they go to another drink shop handing out cold samples. Mingxi doesn't drink anything cold. And so instead of just being like, oh, well, let's go to the next stall, he asks if they can microwave it. So they microwave their drinks. It's just so cute. It's so cute. And then at one point she's holding the microwave drink and it's so hot. And she's like, oh, it's kind of hot. And he's like, give it to me. He says, it's okay if it burns my hand. It just can't burn yours.
Bruh.
Bro.
Where is he learning this? Like,
oh my God. And the whole time they're blushing, they're giggling. And then finally they get to it. Lover's Alley. A lot of couples write their names on the wall here. It's like filled with couples' names. And Mario's like, what should we write? And she's kind of quiet. And he goes, okay, I'll write something. And he's writing. He tells Mingxi to turn away. And when he's done, Mingxi turns around and she looks a little bit shocked by what he wrote because he wrote on the wall, Mingxi, do you think we can ever be together? Yes or no?
That's crazy.
And he's so nervous. He starts stuttering and he goes, you don't have to answer it today. You don't have to answer it right now or right away. Just, that's my thought. And if you haven't realized, Mingxi is so serious but also so unserious. She looks at him. She looks at the writing on the wall and goes, is that a spelling error? And she's like, is that a spelling error? And he's just looking at her like, wait, that's not the point. And she's like, give me the pen. And she starts fixing his spelling because he's not very good at Mandarin. So she's fixing his Mandarin spelling. And then he's like, hello? Check yes or no. So then he gets really nervous, okay? And I also think that he's been really good at 눈치봐ing when to not give Mingxi pressure. So he says, and you don't have to answer, so I'm just getting nervous. I'm just going to go down and wait for you at the end of the alley. And the camera follows him, and Mingxi stays in Lover's Alley, and we don't know what she checks off.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
We never found out.
I mean,
Obviously,
they do get married
yes.
and they have kids together. So, yeah. So then they
have kids?
They have 2 kids. So after that, they go on a date at a cafe. And he's like, you want something warm, right? And she's like, yeah. So then he lets out a sigh of relief because he remembered quickly. But also the warm drinks are cheaper than the iced drinks. So he's very happy about this. And after they order, Mario takes out all the cash he has left in his pockets. He does some quick MIT math. It's not adding up. He has 50 Hong Kong dollars left. Mingxi's coffee is $33. His tea is $18. They're $1 short. And then he's a little stressed. Mingxi looks over. She does some quick math and she goes, you think we can get a discount? Right? And the two of them are like talking about, okay, maybe we can get a discount. And then, you know, so then Mario is like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was just wondering if you already started making my tea, right? And the server is like, yeah. And he's about to ask about like the whole situation. And the server is like, oh, we also have a 10% charge fee on top of all of this. So now they're $6 short, okay? And now they can't get a discount for that much. So he's like, okay, Mingxi, can I borrow your phone real quick? He makes a phone call. And we see this on footage outside the camera because they wait for a little while. And then all of a sudden, we see Sabrina, the sister, roll up with a fucking bodyguard. A bodyguard. Okay, she's walking towards the shop with a bodyguard. The bodyguard is carrying a briefcase. I think Sabrina thought he needed to buy the whole cafe, not one coffee, the cafe. She shows up, and when she sits down, Mingxi and Mario are getting very uncomfortable because, I mean, Mingxi is like, God, you were my friend first, and now I'm on a date with your little brother. And then Mario is like, this is my older sister. And like Sabrina seems really strong in personality, and like he doesn't know if, you know, Sabrina will approve of him being the one to date Mingxi because she probably thinks Mingxi is too good for Mario. And it's just like this really intense tension, and they're all just like, hey. Sabrina is like, what happened? She's like very firm. Maria's like, okay, so this is what happened. Today I planned to take her out with only 100 Hong Kong dollars and have a nice day, but then we went to Lover's Alley and then Macau Tower, and like with all the remaining money, I thought we could buy something to drink and then go back. But the thing is, I did my math wrong, and I know this is really hard to believe, but I don't have enough money, so I need you to help me. And you can see it dawn on his sister's face that she came out with a bodyguard all the way to this cafe for 6 Hong Kong dollars. And she's looking like she just brought an entire, like probably millions of dollars in that briefcase, and she's just very confused about what's going on.
They brought a suitcase of money?
A briefcase, yeah.
What the fuck?
He said, I need money. And she brought money and a bodyguard. And she rolled up in there like she already owned the coffee shop. She probably has a contract, the deed to the place. She's done everything, okay? And she's like, you just need fucking $6?
No, like 70 cents USD.
you called me out here for fucking 70 cents? 70 cents? And so once she realizes how minor this issue is, she's like, what are you guys even doing here in the first place? Like, why are there cameras filming us? Like, what the fuck is going on? And so Mario looks really stressed out, and he just keeps saying, I'm so sorry, older sister, I'm so sorry, right? Mingxi is hesitant, and they're all just like, okay, how do we explain all of this?
She doesn't know they're on this TV show dating?
No, because it hasn't aired.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
This is how she found out.
Yeah, so he's like, so that's why I'm coming on this show, and I just really wanted to get to know her and spend time with Mingxi. Is that okay? Sabrina's like, what about the future? What are you going to do after you finish filming? Mario's quiet and is like, so another reason why I asked you to come today is because I want to clear some things up. Every time I go on a date with Mingxi, she will bring you up and mention, oh no, you're my friend's brother, blah, blah, blah. So I'm the burden. And he's like, well, no, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, and all of them.
The sister is very strong.
Yeah, and all of them are so stressed. And Mingxi looks like she's melting in her chair. Her entire face is red. Mario's face is red. And then he's like, well, if I weren't serious, I wouldn't ask, right? I would never ask you directly about something like this. So I think you can see my sincerity here. Okay, what do you want me to do? Am I here to just give you my blessing? Yes. In the future, after filming this, if there is a chance for both of us to be together, I hope to have your blessing. She's looking at him, thinking, why not? Huh? She just says, why not? And everyone's like, what? And he's like, yeah? What? Why not? Both him and Mingxi look a little shocked. Mario's staring at his older sister for a few seconds, and he's like, wait, what just happened? And she's like, yeah, I think it's a good idea. Why not? We could be sisters. I like your jacket, Mingxi. And Mingxi's like, my jacket? Like, really? My jacket? Yeah, we can talk about how we can share clothes, bags, it'll be fun. And so she's like planning their future already. And Mingxi is like, we're already planning something like that? And Sabrina goes, yeah, girls always have a plan.
Yo, this family is so freaking weird.
It's so confusing, right?
Yo.
So Sabrina gives the blessing. Mario isn't completely excited yet because he also wants Ming-Shi to finally see him as a real man and not just his sister's bag charm, sister's accessory, okay? So he's listening to really everything Ming-Shi has said. Not only did he check off everything else, he just wants to make sure. And he tells her, I'm really glad my sister doesn't mind. And after today, I hope you won't bring her up as a reason anymore. I think your perception of me has probably changed, hasn't it? I hope that you can see me and you can see me as just a normal guy. Minus the billions of dollars that I stand to inherit. And Ming-Shi just hits him with a, okay. And he's so excited. And then at one point, before Sabrina leaves, she's like, wait, so what's going on after filming? Like, what are you guys going to do after filming? Like, for real, fill me in. And so Mario is like, well, she has a decision to make while we're filming all of this. What decision? She's like, never seen the show. She's like, what are you talking about? And Ming-Shi is like, well, the whole premise of the show is that I go on dates with 2 guys and each guy gets like 3-ish dates. And then from there, I have to decide who's the other guy. Do you have a picture? Let me see the picture. Ming-Shi's like, I don't have a picture. I don't even have Mario's picture. And in the comments, everyone is like, Sabrina is part of the Macau family. Don't show a picture unless you want him to turn up missing. Like everyone is like, it's giving mafia boss energy.
Oh, they're gonna get rid of the other party.
Yeah, the other party will drop out of filming for a mild concussion, they will say, like Mario did for the Brain show. Like it'll be crazy. Mario doesn't know much about the older guy other than that he's older. So then he's like getting kind of cranky and he's just explaining to his sister, like the guy is probably 55 years old. He's probably had like 3 kids already married and divorced like 4 times. And then Sabrina goes, then you should introduce him to me. And everyone's,
What the
and everyone's like, what? So then Sabrina's like, so where are you guys going later? And Mario's like, probably take a bus and go home. And Sabrina is like, are you trying to starve her? She's only had coffee all day. So then she hooks them up with a fancy dinner at a Michelin star restaurant because, of course, this is a book. We're reading a fucking novel. And they go to this 3 Michelin star. I don't even think you can go up from 3. I think it's the highest amount of stars. And it's also in the giant property tower that their family owns. So
This is just their kitchen, actually. This is their dining room. What do you mean? They own the building.
yes,
So that's their dining room.
it's just
That's
crazy.
their personal chef.
And then during that dinner, they have one last serious conversation where Ming-Shi says she did look him up. She looked him up and she said that she saw that in the past, like 6 years, he's had in the past 9 years, he's had 6 girlfriends.
What the fuck?
And she says, you are a player. And I don't know if I can be with a player. And he says, actually, it's because of my identity that a lot of people pay attention to me. Every significant moment or milestone I have in my life, people want to talk about it or pay attention to it. And, you know, he is quite young. So he's saying, like, when you're in your 16, 17, in your teenage years, you know, who doesn't date? And she's like, well, people say that you switch girlfriends really fast, which makes people feel like you're some sort of womanizer. And he says, I don't think I need to hide the fact that I really like you. Like, no matter what you think, I want to tell you, because of the life that I grew up in, I have a lot of pressure at my age right now to succeed. Like, in this world, actually, the faster you succeed, the younger you are when you succeed on your own, is considered double. Like, it's just that much more monumental. So time is extremely valuable to me, and I want to spend a lot of time with you. So people were like, it's kind of smooth.
Damn.
And then he says, I just hope that you can just even see 1% of that. And everyone's like, okay, fine.
He said, my time is worth billions, but I'm spending it on you, baby.
Yeah, and all the comments were like, I mean, for his net worth, 6 girlfriends in 9 years is not a lot. Even if he had 9 girlfriends in 1 year, I would think he's already very loyal. Yeah, I mean, that if he had 9 girlfriends at the same time, maybe I would say, okay, you're a bit of a womanizer. But some people, not even billionaires, have 6 different girls in 90 days. What's the standard here? What are we, apples to oranges here right now? Like, what are we saying? It just doesn't make any sense. So then he says he has to use the restroom really quickly and he leaves to go to the bathroom and he doesn't come back for a minute. And so, you know, that kind of sounds like the trauma of sneaking out and leaving the date to pay for the first date. But like, it's not like that at all because he comes back in a tuxedo. Because again, this is his dining room. So of course he's just got a tuxedo in the back or something. And he goes to the piano because this is a 3-star Michelin restaurant.
God.
And he starts playing the piano for a Sailor Moon show, which is Mingxi's favorite show growing up. He hands her a rose and he sings for her while he plays the piano. And by the end of it, Mingxi is tearing up and Mario is holding her hand and says, I'm very competitive in life. I want to win at everything except for this. He says, I think as long as you're happy and you live a good life, I think that's winning.
What the
No, because I just know it's so cute and it's so funny. But after filming this, it's going to be, so do you know how to play an instrument, honey? Get on the piano. He said, what the fuck?
What the dude, this is crazy.
It's so good. And that was the end of their date on the show. And Mingxi has to make her final choice. And it just, I mean, maybe it's because I'm not telling you about the other date. Maybe the other dates are going really well. Otherwise, they're just doing it for dramatic effect. But you see Mingxi at the end and she's in like this little room and she has to text the person that she chooses. And the door slowly opens and like, come on, there's no need for suspense. There's no need for theatrics. Guess who opens the door? Mario. So he walks in, he's got a plastic bag with him, and the other female guest is like, why do you have a plastic bag with you? And he's like, oh, because Super couldn't be here, I brought you this. And it's a plushie. So Super is what he named their dog that they bought on the first date. Super for Super Mario. And then he brought her a dog plushie that looks like the dog that they got. And he gifts it to her. Yeah.
This is the end of the show?
Mm-hmm. And at the end of the show, they do get into some serious conversations with like the host of the show. And, you know, one of the hosts was asking Mario, it's a big, like, this is a lot that you're doing on a show when you have probably a lot of pressure on you. Because I guess like Billionaire heir family and like dating openly and being on this type of show. But he actually turns it around and says, to me, the only concern I have is knowing that it hasn't caused any trouble for her or made her feel uncomfortable or has affected her job. And she basically is like, well, I think I can handle it. And he turns to her and he's like, but if you can't handle it, just like I told you the other day, I can just be here for you too. Basically saying like, we don't have to date. I can just be here for you. No, because I'm crying. No, because I'm obsessed with them.
He's just too good.
After filming, they go quiet. They go dark. They're still posting their work stuff, but nothing else. But people spot them together all around different cities in China. Like at Sailor Moon stores in Japan, when Mingxi is shopping, Mario's just like trailing behind her like a little dog, like a little wallet on a leash, okay? Like he's just so obsessed with her. They went to Japan together. They're going to other places together. And it seems like they're dating. They were following each other on Instagram. He's liking every single picture that she posts. So people couldn't really tell if they're dating or not dating or if they just remained friends. But everyone could only hope. But it was November 4th, 2017. They recount this on a variety show where Mario invites Mingxi out for dinner. And the entire building, like one of those giant buildings in the middle of the city, has now transformed into a screen of hearts. Like
okay, he bought out the whole building.
Yeah, he bought out the whole building, lit it up, and then he asked her to be his official girlfriend.
Damn, on TV?
No, privately. He just bought out the building and turned it into hearts.
I see.
And she took a picture of the building and posted it without a caption. So it doesn't say like Mingxi and Mario or anything. So it's just like the building is in hearts.
Yeah.
And so she posted it and people didn't really know what was going on. But later they clarify in a dating show. Like that was like in a reality show of married couples. Like that was when he asked her to be his girlfriend
like, remember
officially.
that day the building lit up with hearts? That was him asking me out. I see.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh yeah, I remember that day I was walking and I was like, what the fuck's going on? It's not even Valentine's Day. And so the two of them never fully go public and openly date until he proposes in 2019. So before then, they're not necessarily trying to hide their relationship. So if they're out in public together, they're not going to stop holding hands. But it was just never spoken about online. They didn't post each other online. It was just kept very quiet.
And I like that.
Me too. Me too, right? And then they propose. Well, he proposes. Which, side note, they met the parents before all of this too, and they were even telling, like, in a reality show where Mario is saying that his mom is a very strong woman and his mom doesn't really like a lot of his girlfriends. And if she doesn't like his girlfriend, she will treat them like glass, meaning they are invisible to her. Wow. She will just not even acknowledge their existence afterwards if she does not like them. And it's like Crazy Rich Asians. She wanted to invite Ming-Shi to play mahjong. That's the first time they fucking met. And she immediately fell in love with Ming-Shi, like loves
You're
Ming-Shi.
You're kidding me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude, this is... What is this?
So then Mario goes to Shanghai to meet Ming-Shi's parents, and they don't like him. They don't like him. Yeah, they don't really care if he's a billionaire. They don't really care that he's an entrepreneur, that yada yada this, yada yada that. They don't care, okay? And they're just judging the fuck out of him. And Mario was saying it was so stressful until Ming-Shi, because I guess like everyone forgot, you know, because it's like when you've got so much going on in your life, like who cares about college? And then she mentions that he went to MIT, and suddenly her parents said, oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Educated. So they care about the education more than about him being a billionaire.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that does show
yeah.
something that he earned versus something. Yeah.
They were very impressed by that. And they said, she said it was like their eyes lit up like they hit the jackpot. And it's like, guys, your daughter is a global superstar supermodel. Hello? What's happening? She said it was like bling in her mom's eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, and then she was like, to my parents, it was like, even if their daughter was not good at studying, their lifetime dream was finally achieved through their son-in-law to have a kid in their family go to MIT. Everyone is just like recreating what they think happened at this meeting. And it's just Ming-Shi's dad going, your family is in Macau, right? And Mario responding, yes, Macau belongs to my family. Then it's Ming-Shi's dad being like, so what job do you have? Job. I don't really know the title, but I think it's tycoon. You know, and so everyone is just gagging at the whole like potential theoretical what could have gone down. And then May 13th, 2019, Mario decides he's finally ready to take it a step further and propose to the girl of his dreams. He has been planning this proposal for months and decided to do it inside of the giant building, the giant mall, La Avenue, I don't know, that he asked Ming-Shi to be his girlfriend. So he booked out the entire mall, right?
He proposed for girlfriend?
Or proposed to be the girlfriend with the hearts, and then now he's proposing for her to marry him.
Oh, right, okay.
Books out the entire mall. They had 99,999 pink roses used for the setup, and the whole theme was Super Mario and Princess Peach. So she would be Princess Peach and he would be Super Mario. And like, when I tell you, this is not a joke, okay? He had several floors decorated like a Super Mario game. He had some poor intern dress up as Bowser who is going to kidnap Ming-Shi when she gets brought into... There was a whole castle set up.
Does she know this?
I mean, she walks into the mall and all she knew was that he wanted to pick her a pink dress and she would have to give it to him, and that was it. And then one day she shows up, her friend brings her to this mall and she's wearing like regular clothes and she's forced to change into said pink dress so she can be Princess Peach.
Oh my god.
So she can be Princess Peach, okay? Like, that is crazy. So this is like a flash mob on steroids. There's people dressed up as the Toadettes, the Toads, as turtles that you step on to get coins. Like, everything is decked out, full gear, Super Mario. It's like the most insane thing I've seen. The walls are decorated with giant, like 2-story foot tall pictures of them. Like, it's like Chinese New Year. It's like a Chinese New Year decoration. There's flower-shaped tunnels. There are flash mobs dancing and guiding her through the mall to the next event and the next event and the next event. And then Mario joins in. He's singing.
I mean? That's where I would be spending my fortune.
See, that's what. Yes, I agree. Like those proposals on in Saint Tropez, and it's just like beige white roses and like a giant sign. Okay, I want you to just do the most. Okay, this is what he's doing. He's like having her changed into this. He puts a crown on her head. It's a plastic crown. I thought it was gonna be like a diamond tiara, but that's not on theme. It's a plastic crown. She's Princess Peach. Eventually, mid proposal, she gets kidnapped. Okay. He comes out. He was dressed in a suit earlier. Now he's full Mario. Okay.
She's like, gosh darn it, this is not over.
Yeah, it's just, I do think it would have been exhausting. The amount of walking through the mall and the amount of like stimuli. Okay.
Or do you think she saw it coming? She's like, oh, I'm going to get kidnapped.
I think so. I think she's coming. I think so, yeah. Oh, and then he has to go through the whole like iconic course, Super Mario course. He has to hit his head on the boxes, get the stars, and the music is blasting through the mall. And some poor sound engineer is waiting. Every time he makes impact with the little box, he has to make the sound effect. Like every sound effect, because it can't be pre-done, because Mario can't time it, so they have to time it to Mario. He's getting through the obstacles and he's like really like full into it. His fist is closed and he's jumping up like Mario. He's not half-assing any of this. At one point, he comes across a turtle and he has to stomp on the back of the turtle. And you see him stomp on the turtle, okay? And then the turtle has to wobble and just move to the ground. And it's just like a poor fucking intern in a suit, a turtle suit. And then like the caption, people have taken a screenshot of the turtle. And the caption is just, I have endured so much for the Prince of Macau. And then he reaches like the question mark block. He jumps up, fire flowers popping out just like in the games, okay? And it's like, like all the sound effects are there. And she's just watching with Bowser standing behind her. And she's just like... Yeah. And she's just like, what the fork is happening right now?
She's like, why the fork did his mom name him Mario?
That's so true. My life. And then he defeats Bowser and he like does a whole fight scene with Bowser on top of that too. Like it's not over. And he finally saves Princess Peach and he's so committed to the role. He doesn't feel embarrassed. He doesn't feel like he's too good for any of this. And after being saved, she's blindfolded, led back downstairs.
Level 2.
And the Toadettes.
Really?
There's all their friends are dressed up as Toadettes who are now cheering for them, okay? And there's a stage set up. Mario goes up. He is playing the guitar. He learned how to play the guitar for this. He's singing to her. And everyone's clapping, cheering. He brings her up on stage. Finally gets down on one knee to propose. And he plays a video of him talking and he said, no matter what you say, what you do, or the seconds that I spend with you, I always feel so safe. I never have doubt that you might hurt or lie to me. I know everything you've done for me and I know it was 100% genuine. Because of this, even members of my family, and yeah, my family is an obstacle that's hard to pass, but they welcome you with open arms. They know that giving Momo, so that's Mario's nickname is Momo, to you is a very safe decision and everyone will feel secure. And then you've got members of his family congratulating them and, oh my God, he's going to propose. And Mario's sisters are wearing t-shirts that say Mario is wrong. So they're saying when they get married and they get into fights, they're always going to be on Mingxi's side. And it's like really cute.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, he actually brings out this giant Louis Vuitton box. And on it, it reads, Mingxi, do you think we can be together? Yes or no?
Oh, just like the wall?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he opens it and it's a custom-made ring from Louis Vuitton. Diamond engagement ring. Yeah.
Oh.
And he said, remember in Macau when I first asked you? Today I have to change the question and ask, Mingxi, do you think we can be together forever? Mingxi, will you marry me? And she says, yes! And he takes the microphone and he screams, she said yes! So that night at 10:21 p.m., Mingxi posts pictures of their proposal and she writes, "Future with you, please look after me." He reposts it and it's so adorable, right? Wrong. They get dragged on the internet.
For this proposal?
Yes.
Oh.
They get dogpiled on.
Why?
That this was the tackiest ass proposal Chinese netizens have ever fucking seen, and they're pissed. They want their money back. Did they pay for anything? No. But they want their money back. They think this is despicable, okay?
Damn.
And that is where I leave you with part 2. Stay tuned for part 3 because you've got family fights. You've got a fight for the billions of dollars left behind. The king of Macau passes away.
Oh, shit.
And it's just a lot going on. Yeah, stay tuned for
This
part 3.
is just like the books. I'm sorry.
Exactly,
This is like,
exactly.
of course. Of course that's what's next. Oh my God.
Yeah. So stay tuned and I will see you in the next one. Bye.